Advice of the day. In the world today, the issue is, why do people kill themselves in the name of love? So there was a man, or rather a young man, who wanted to find out why people kill themselves because of love. So he decided to do his research by reading romantic novels and also watching movies that were related to love. So as he watched these movies, he noticed that in some movies, the relationship started very good, but they ended up not so good in the end. In other movies, he noticed that the relationships didn't start at a good note, but at the end of the movie, they ended with two happy people full of joy and happiness filled in them, full of love. But he really wanted to know, what was this mysterious power that was in love that made people kill each other or made people commit suicide. So, after the young man did his research about this thing called love, he thought to himself, what is the thing about this thing called love that would make people so foolish as to go to the extent of killing themselves? So he decided to seek more help from a certain old man who knew about the issues of love. He wanted to know about this thing called love. This love that was sang in songs, that was acted in movies, that was written in books. And so he found this old man who would help him explain this thing called love. So the young man found this old man who could help him out with the issue about love. He was an old man with lots of gray hair in his head, and he liked smoking a cigarette. So he approached this old man and he asked him, "Old man, I want to know why people kill themselves over this thing called love." But the old man kept smoking his cigarette like he didn't hear anything. So the young man decided to ask him the same question again. The old man looked at him and told him, "Young man, what do you want from me? How can I help you?" The young man had to ask the question again. And he told the old man, or rather asked the old man, "I want to know about this thing called love that people kill themselves over." So the old man kept quiet, stood up from his chair, and walked away. And the young man was surprised and he thought to himself, why has the old man walked away? After a minute, the old man came back with a rubber band. He told the young man to hold the rubber band by one end. And as they put the rubber band, without telling the young man, the old man let go of the rubber band and it hit the young man in his hand. And it really hurt so bad. The young man was in pain and he told the old man, "Why did you do that? That really hurt." And then the old man told him, "Okay, let's pull the rubber band again." So they put the rubber band, but this time the old man told him, let go of the rubber band. And the young man thought, but old man, isn't the rubber band going to hurt you if I let it go? The old man told him, don't worry, just let it go. So the young man let go of the rubber band and it hit the old man in his hands. The old man told the young man, this was your lesson. This is the answer to the question that you were asking. So I'm sure everybody must be wondering about this answer that the old man gave to the young man about love. So the old man explained to him, you see, young man, look at this rubber band. This rubber band represents love between a man and a woman. When the man and the woman pull this rubber band and hold on to that love, once one of them lets it go, it hurts the other one. So even in relationships, when the love is there and then one of them lets go of that love or stops feeling that love, it really hurts the other one, makes them lose their mind. They start asking themselves all sorts of negative questions. So, just like the rubber band, when the both of you and your woman, or you as a woman when you're man, hold on to this rubber band, you must never let it go so that you shouldn't hurt the other one. So, this was the advice of today. Advice of today is, love is like air. You can feel it, but you can't see it. And just like the rubber band which was described in the story, like the old man said, are you ready to hold on into that rubber band and not let go and thus hurting your friend? Most people rush into this thing called love. They feel it at its highest peak. They get so excited and rush into it. And people tend to forget that it won't always be at that peak. But are you still willing to continue holding on to that love, which is no longer at its highest point, but is at a different point? It doesn't mean it's gone. It just changes. Sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low. But are you ready to keep making the same choice of loving the same person every single day? Some people experience that low point of love and they think it's gone, and they decide to look for it in somebody else. And they end up sometimes, or let me not say sometimes, mostly not finding what they want, and they end up going through the same experience over and over again, and they keep causing pain and hurt to others. So, before you go into this thing called love, you need to be ready yourself. You need to be ready to make the commitment and the choice of choosing it every day, no matter which point it's at, whether it's high or it's low. This has been advice of today.